Okay, so we're looking at an IELTS Task 2 type essay, and the pattern is discuss both views and give your opinion, okay? So usually this will be introduction, opinion A, opinion B, and conclusion, okay? So topic is, some people think that giving homework to students is not a good idea. Others believe that homework is good and helps students achieve better grades. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Okay, so this is quite an interesting topic. I'm interested to see what this candidate has to say. Okay, so introduction. First thing I'm thinking is too short, okay? 3 sentences. I see a sentence beginning with because, okay? This should, straight away, I've not even read the sentence. I'm like, this should be linked. This should be linked. One thing that we're always told at school in the UK when we're doing our like English essay writing classes is never start a sentence with because or and, okay? They should always be either linked to the sentence before it or you rephrase the sentence. Don't start sentences with because or and. I still remember my teacher, Mrs. Hale, telling me, Rachel, don't start sentences with because. Okay, so I've not even read the sentence and I know this should be linked in. Okay, let's take a look at what this candidate said. Some schools have stated that homework has no benefits for students, so they're getting rid of it. However, many experts believe this could have detrimental effects on children because they will not learn to be responsible without homework. Okay, this way, they're getting rid of it. It's quite informal, but it's actually also quite like idiomatic, okay? It's quite like a sort of natural, native sounding phrase that you would use in everyday life, but it is a little bit informal. So yeah, this should definitely be one sentence. And then what's missing? What's your opinion? Okay, this essay will argue that a combination of homework and alternate methods of study are best for most students. Okay, so you put something in like that. So the more you add into your introduction, the sort of higher levels you're going for. If you're basic, you want a 5.5, 6.0, this kind of length of introduction with an opinion is okay. If you're trying to get to those higher levels, 6.5, 7.0, 7.5, you want to be writing more in your introduction. Why does that help you get a higher grade? Well, one, it shows that you're more confident writing and you can write more words under a time limit, okay? Candidates with weaker English skills, it takes you longer to write things, edit them and check them, so you can't write as much. You're writing more, it generally shows that you're more confident and more fluent. Secondly, you have more chances to show more vocabulary, you're using different types of sentences, different types of linking words, and it's helping you show your skills to the examiner. I can't give you a point for what you don't show me. You might know loads of different complex sentences. You might be great at writing complex sentences, but if you don't show me lots of them in your essay, I can't give you the points for it, okay? So that's the advantage of working on your skills to write more and more. Some students see 250 words as the maximum. I should try to write 250 words. No, that's the minimum. Minimum is 250, okay? If the more you can write as a confident, stronger candidate, that's how you can end up in the sort of 7.5 writing bands, if that's what you're going for. Okay, so let's take a look at the next body. Some people assert that homework has no positive effect on academic performance. Nice topic sentence, strong opening sentence, I like it. They say that academic performance will improve when children are free to learn in the way that suits them the best. For example, instead of assignments, some elementary schools now teach children by showing them videos about the material, and the children have to complete tasks as they watch the video. So this could be complete tasks. You could also say as they follow along. Okay, that would mean the same thing. This leads children to better understand and retain the information longer. Okay, so then you want to say something like studies have shown that. Because how do you know that? Studies have shown that this leads children to better understand and retain the information longer. Therefore, it is clear that there are some positive effects of alternative methods of education. This has got so many great elements to it. They've got nice examples, okay? They've explained the examples. They've linked it back to the subject of the question, okay? So a lot of very nice things going on in this paragraph. I don't have a lot of complaints about it. I like that they've got like a nice phrase in here. So they're trying to write a more complex sentence. Okay, lots of positives. However, there is a more traditional view that homework does more than just help children learn material. It is widely believed that homework teaches children to manage their time and be responsible from a young age. This is a really nice sentence. It is widely believed that. That's a very nice linking phrase there. For example, many educational experts in South Korea have pointed out that it is hard for children to learn to be prepared for deadlines without homework. Therefore, many schools rely on homework to teach children about taking responsibility. Wow, this has been really nicely argued, very nicely explained. This candidate has supported their ideas with examples. They're linking it together nicely. The whole paragraph flows really well. I'm very impressed with this candidate's task achievement and coherence. It's very logical. The only thing I want to see is I want to see them write more. Can they explain more, give more examples? The more they write, the more they can show their skills. And I think in this one, they don't really have enough complex sentences. Okay, the sentences are too simple, really. So that would be my question would be about more complex sentences and complex grammar. Okay, so they could use conditionals. If students don't have enough homework, they may not, or sort of if students are given more homework, they could. Okay, so that could be something you could add in. Given the evidence stated above, it is clear that schools need to combine the teaching methods to include both video learning and traditional homework as tools to teach children. I love this conclusion. What a nice conclusion to combine two ideas together. This is because using both approaches will help children to become well-rounded as they grow up and go on to higher levels of learning. What a really nice summary conclusion. They've summarized their points without just repeating what they say earlier in the essay. What a great conclusion. I don't have much feedback for it, apart from, again, if they can try and write more complex sentences a little bit. I think task achievement, great. I would say 7.0 for task achievement. Cohesion and coherence, very cohesive, very coherent. I would say I want to give a 7.5, to be honest, because I thought it flowed together so well. Like, it was very logical. It was so logical the way they argued it. Vocabulary I thought was fine, probably hitting a 7, and then grammar probably a 6.5 just because of the lack of complex sentences. Okay, and then to be honest, they just needed to show me more, write more, explain more. The more you write, the more you can sort of really impress the examiner and go on to higher levels. So I'd say an overall 7.0. Definitely their grammar can improve. Just show me more. What you wrote was fine, but you didn't give me enough complex sentences. You didn't join your sentences together enough. Okay, but overall, very impressive and really great, logically structured essay.